to my channel. So let's talk about Tayler and Chance in the season finale. They didn't have a lot going on in the season finale, but Chance finally made it over to talk things out with Tayler. But it all started off with the episode. Chance ended up leaving Tayler in the parking lot, having a panic attack at the bar in the car with Bobby. And then Chance has one of his friends pull up, and he goes over to his friend Zach's house to spend the night and sober up. And so Bobby and Tayler go back to Taylor's house, and in the car, Bobby's asking Tayler, like, what are you going to do now after he did all this? And then Tayler said she has no idea, but she knows he has a drinking problem, says that he needs to get it under control. And Chance said to his friend Zach, like, the first thing he does as soon as he wakes up every single morning is he smokes a cigarette and he takes 3 shots of vodka. And vodka is the first thing on your mind as soon as you wake up. Then you most definitely got a drinking problem. And Chance, he spent the night at his friend Zach's house, and Zach woke Chance up at 1 a.m. and told him, look, dude, you know, you may not have a job, but I got a job and I got places to be. You got to get up and get rolling. So Chance came stumbling into his friend Zach's kitchen, and he looked hungover as hell. He looked like he got hit by a train and dragged 1,000 miles. And I liked his friend Zach because he was telling Chance everything he needed to hear. He's like, look, buddy, you need to lay off the alcohol. And he's sitting here telling Chance how ridiculous he was acting the night before. And Chance was sitting there and telling him how serious his drinking was. And Chance admitted that he at least had a drinking problem, you know. And that's the first step, at least admitting you have a problem. It's just what Chance decides to do from here on out. So his friend was telling Chance, he's like, look, I feel like you got out, you got way too much freedom, and you're way too institutionalized, and you took that freedom and you ran with it, and you didn't know how to handle it all. And see, I feel like Chance would have been in a way different place if he would have had to get out and have like a halfway house and have some kind of rules. Because like his friend was saying, Chance is just not the type of person that you go from being locked up for 9 years straight and then get out and just give all freedom, because he's gonna go balls to the wall. And that's exactly what Chance did. See, I feel like with Chance, somebody who has been in prison for 9+ years, I feel like he really needed to transition out of prison and go to like a transitional living for a few months, you know, to where he would have to be forced to have structure. He has to be up at a certain time. He has to work. He has to have a curfew. He has to be in bed at a certain time. He has to do chores. But the main reason I would like to see him do something like that, or wish he would have did something like that, is because that way he would be able to get out of prison and he wouldn't be able to get all the privileges like he did. Like he wouldn't be able to drink staying in a halfway house. So he would have to get used to being outside of prison and not drinking. But instead, as soon as he gets out of prison, he has all these privileges instead of just getting it like in small doses, and he does not know how to handle it whatsoever. Also, this is totally off topic, but I just thought of this. I saw Chance doing an interview with Gio Malik the other day, and he revealed that he did not grow up with a mother. And I think that explains a lot of why he is the way he is and why he takes like care and concern that Tayler shows for him as nagging, and takes it the wrong way because he's not used to a woman figure in his life like that. I just wanted to point that out because that was an observation, because I've dated someone like that didn't grow up without a mother, and they were the same exact way. But anyways, so Chance's friend took Chance outside, sat him down, and was, you know, grilling him that he needs to kick the drinking. And his friend was like, look, you got to get out of here. You need to go back to Taylor's house, and you need to get on your hands and knees and beg for forgiveness. And he's like, and I thought you were supposed to be marrying the girl anyway. So why are you out here, you know, getting drunk, struggling with alcohol, running around with other chicks if you're trying to get married? And I think Chance forgets at times that he's engaged, and he's supposed to be like, you know, this is the free trial run, and he's supposed to be proving himself that he's husband material to Tayler right now, but he's just doing everything to prove that he's everything but husband material. So he pulls up at Tayler's house, and you know, they're kind of in an awkward spot, so he doesn't want to just like walk inside the house. So he calls Tayler and he asks for her permission to come inside and talk to her. And she's like, yeah, okay, you can come in and talk to me, but you're not about to be doing all that yelling crap because I got the baby sleeping. And Chance is like, okay. So he comes inside. He starts begging Tayler for forgiveness, swearing up and down he's going to change. He's never going to do that again. But he's like, I swear up and down that, you know, me and Tanya don't have anything going on. And Tayler was like, well, how would you feel if I go out and hang out with my guy friends and I'm sitting there venting about you to them? You wouldn't like it, would you? And then Chance was like, look, you don't understand what I'm going through. And he finally admits to Tayler that he lost his job, and that he's lost his job and not had a job for a minute now, and he's not going to have work again for another season. And Tayler was upset, but she said she was willing to give him another chance because they have a family together. But all I'm saying is I really hope that Chance was apologizing to Tayler because he genuinely felt bad and that his friend, you know, woke him up and knocked some sense into him and made him realize like how important Tayler is, and that he really messed up, and not just because he didn't have nowhere to go. So Tayler was like, look, I'm going to give him another chance, but it's going to take a while before I trust him again. And she said, I don't even need him at the end of the day because I was actually doing better by myself when I was a single mom with my girls. And now I got Chance, another baby, and I'm struggling more than I ever have my whole life. And that's because Chance is in control and he's pretty much sinking their ship real quick. And so she said that she will give him another chance, and Chance said he's going to do whatever he has to do. He'll do some AA, he'll do some marriage counseling. You know, I think they need to do all the above. As long as he's not trying to show up to like AA meetings all drunk like him and Tanya were talking about doing when they're drunk at the bar. And I think like marriage counseling especially would be good because they could work on their communication. They could help see each other's point of view. And then maybe Chance can also work on his narcissism. But hey, I gotta give it out to Chance though, because I saw in his interview with Gio Malik, he said that he heard people calling him a narcissist, and he looked it up and he's like, oh yeah, that kind of is me. And he admitted that he kind of is one, and that he's trying to work on it, and like at least doing research. So at least he's trying to take constructive criticism and do something about it instead of just like getting all butthurt about it. And he also said in his interview that he did not grow up with a mom. So when he started talking to Tayler, he said like the fact that she was a mother and she'd been a mother since she was like 16. And he said that she pretty much just woke up, got the kids ready, you know, gave them a bath, made them breakfast, took them to school, went to work, picked up the kids, gave them a bath, you know, just that all day long. And Chance said he never had that because he didn't have a mother. And Chance said he was really drawn to that about Tayler because she was a good mother, and that's one of the main things that made him want to pursue her and have a relationship with her. I think Chance is having a lot harder time getting adjusted than he thought, and I feel like if Chance is not able to get his drinking under control and they bring him back for another season and he's still struggling, then I think it's time that we need to like start a like Love After Rehab or something, and we need to sit down and have an intervention with Amber and an intervention with Chance, and then we can follow their stories like after they get out of rehab. But I don't know, maybe Chance has gotten it under control by now and he may not even need rehab. We'll just have to wait and see. I don't know. I bet WeTV will probably end up bringing Chance and Tayler back for another season. Because this season, like, they really were giving us a lot this season, but I really felt bad for Tayler. But from their Instagram and from him doing different interviews, him and Tayler are still together and going strong as of right now. But that's it for this video, guys. Let me know your thoughts about Chance and Tayler in the season finale in the comments below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.